Welcome back here to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm very, very excited to have our next guest in the building. It's Merrillee Buchanan. She's the CEO and founder of Chocolate Villa, as well as Meagan Nielsen, who is the business manager and co-facilitator over at Chocolate Villa. They're an international women's empowerment organization, and they're doing fantastic work all around the globe and right here in our backyard as well. Ladies, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thanks,
really
Diego.
appreciate it. Absolutely. Before we jump into what you guys are doing here in Utah, let's talk about what you're doing globally. What is Chocolate Villa?
Chocolate Villa is a women's leadership and career development program. We've been doing this for 10 years now. And we actually started right here in Utah. We did our very first retreat workshops in Sundance.
That's phenomenal.
In 2009. And it started back then when a group of 5 women came together and we said, things are changing for women and we need something new. And so we all got together. We had this idea of renting a villa in Italy.
I love it. That's great.
And bringing the best of what we knew. We ended up in Sedona, Arizona. But,
still very beautiful.
It was very beautiful. And we spent a week really brainstorming and testing. And we said, you know, this experience that we've had, we want to bring to others. So in that past 10 years, we've been working primarily in large Fortune 500 companies, large global nonprofits out there in the world, taking our program inside companies, and now we are bringing it back to Utah.
Back to Utah as well.
For an open enrollment, which means that it's open to anyone who can come and who's looking for what we offer.
Who's interested in coming. That's fantastic. And Meagan, speak a little bit about some of the response that you've had from people who, or from women specifically, who've attended your guys' retreats. What do they say after they're done?
So most women, I think, who are coming to Chocolate Villa or one of our programs, they're being sent by their companies. They don't always know what to expect. They do the pre-work, they show up, and they leave realizing that they didn't really know that there were barriers holding them back to what they really, really wanted. And it's a refreshing experience. They leave inspired, motivated, and they have a community and team of supporters backing them to step into that next that they explored during the retreat.
That's phenomenal. So really showing them that they are truly empowered and they can take these big steps and reach these phenomenal goals that they can set for themselves. And it's almost, I think it's such a bad thing that's almost innate, that like there's a glass ceiling there, right? I mean, I don't know how to put that into words in the best way possible, but like to feel that you can't get there without that extra push. So it's so important that you guys are showing people, and women specifically, that they can break through that glass ceiling and they can be the CEO of a Fortune 500 and they can accomplish all of these phenomenal goals that they set for themselves, which is very, very important. You guys also work in the government side as well, is that correct?
We do. In the government, one of our clients is a branch of the UN. And so we travel all over the world and deliver programs in many different countries and cultures, sometimes in different languages. We have facilitators who speak different languages. And so we've tested our programs and we find that women all over the world essentially face the same barriers, not always at the same levels, because different cultures have different kinds of barriers. But you know, all women struggle with confidence. All women struggle with work-life balance. And so these are the things that we find are common. And as Meagan said, when they come, they say, I didn't even know this was getting in my way. And so we have many, we've had over 600 women, I think, in programs in the last 10 years who've gone through our retreat sessions.
That's great. And you guys are, as you said, bringing it right back here to Utah in the Heber Valley. Let's talk about that. What is this retreat going to be all about? And as you said, it's open enrollment, open to everyone.
Open to anyone.
That's fantastic. What are the details on this event?
So particularly when we say open, we mean people who are really looking at something new that they want to do in their life, something next, we call it. And so Meagan will share the details. It's 4 nights and 3 days. Go ahead.
Yes, in Heber Valley at the Silver Springs Lodge. So typically with Chocolate Villa, we rent out a home. It's not your typical conference workshop setting.
Okay.
We really want people to feel like a family, feel very comfortable. So they will arrive and it is absolutely all inclusive. You get yourself there. We'll even bring you from the airport if
Wow.
people are coming from the airport. Get yourself there. We take care of every need you could possibly imagine. We have a private chef that takes care of all meals. All the curriculum is there for you. We're doing breakout activities so that we can really balance that curriculum piece with time to get outside of your comfort zone or just relax and reflect on what you've learned. And the biggest thing that they'll walk away from is that cohort of women supporters that they'll have for the rest of their life.
I was going to say, you guys are developing like almost small families when you do
Yes.
this. These women
Yeah.
have connections and networks now that they can rely on and lean back on and even get inspired with for future events and
Yeah.
future nexts, as you call them.
Yes.
Have you noticed that they stay pretty cohesive after these events?
Many do. We recently heard from a few people who were at our very, very first Chocolate Villa in 2009, and they said, oh yes, we touch base with each
awesome.
other, we lean on each other, we call each other when we say, I'm facing a big decision, I need some fresh eyes, and so they have stayed connected, and we intentionally send them out with that expectation that they will stay connected, and many of them really find the value of it.
That's phenomenal, and kind of building this greater network of women is fantastic. How can women who are interested get involved with this retreat? How can they sign up for it?
They should go to chocolatevilla.com.
Excellent.
VILLA. Sometimes people miss that. And there is the upcoming retreat, April 7th to 11th in Heber Valley. They can sign up there. They can also reach out to us if they have any additional questions. They're wondering, is this really right for me? How can I make this work with my schedule? We will work with any women to get them there. That's really our goal, is to make this really inclusive and available to whoever.
To anyone
needs
who's
it.
interested.
Yes.
And we want to say we're really excited about this one in particular, because often when we're hired by our company, we are taken to a conference center. But in this open enrollment, we're going to be taking them out and doing extracurricular activities out in the community, things that challenge them physically and cognitively and emotionally in every way. And so we're very excited about the range of activities that we have.
That's great.
planned.
As you guys say, it's truly an experiential experience.
Very much so.
Transformative as well. Well, thank you so very much. We really appreciate you guys coming on the show and detailing everything, and we're excited to have you guys back in the community. It's fantastic.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Absolutely.
Diego.
Be sure and check out chocolatevilla.com. Again, that's Villa with 2 L's, and if you're interested in signing up, be sure and do so. But if you have any questions, just reach out. They're more than willing to accommodate and answer any questions that you do have. We're going to continue with much more right here on this Business Wednesday, right after this short break.